Good morning, fam. Today's game day. The supposed eviction date. They fucking wish. This day, 2 years ago, claimed the house through common law. December of 2020, claimed myself. Was the start of my journey back to completely taking my sovereignty back. Today also was the day they stormed the Capitol. False flag. Bunch of bullshit that is. Today is also the day that they would like to kick me out of my home. Eviction. Good fucking luck. Today also happens to be my father's birthday. A lot of sixes going on right now. Though, it's like the ending of it all. Before the shift. It's like the mission leading up to it. Claim back your sovereignty. Boom, 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 boom. All the way up to this date. And then we move forward. Well, I have done the common law route. Teach their own on whatever route that you choose. And I don't care about belief systems and honestly what your opinion is, because clearly your opinion didn't matter because this is the route that I fucking chose. Pardon my French, not really. It's just my vocabulary, don't get offended. At the same time, I did Article 61 of Magna Carta. Sent that to the Barons, Lord Craigmile, with my allegiance. Lawful rebellion. And clearly, if you think I did something wrong, you just don't know what the truth is. I have also done the Act of 1666 and sent that to the Supreme Court and to the State Department, and then put a record of it down in this podunk, corrupt-ass court system, a.k.a. just a corporate entity. Duplin County. Trash. Either way, they're about not a fucking thing you can do. You got to do the Act of 1666 because when they did Appendix A and they created the Act of 1666, you had 1 to 7 years to prove that you were alive. So you would have access to your trust, your God-given rights, your 8 hectares of land, and your birth weight in gold. Though, of course, we did not know that shit. So you were dead, and your government entity, corporate entity, a.k.a. the U.S. corporation company, would take your trust. You can thank the incarnation date. You can thank the incorporation date of July 15th, 1925, which is the day America turned into the U.S. corporation company. And then you can really thank Great Britain for the Act of 1871 and an amendment to the Constitution by Great Britain, which, proven in a court of law, Madison versus Marbury, it's null and void. Because the only true law of the land is common law and our fucking Constitution. Not this mended bullshit of 1871, which gives you your maritime laws and laws of the sea and all vessels docked in Rome because you did not claim you were alive. Therefore, all vessels are docked in Rome. When you put your property as like private, you no longer in like commerce. You can do land trusts and block your land. You can go this route too. You can even go as the nationalist way, which is also like for North Carolina, we have the North Carolina Assembly. You can do that route as well. There's many routes that you can do, but ultimately it's learning the truth, understanding it, and fully comprehending it And I'm not going to lie, it's been a lot of BS the last 2 years from when I claimed this land to where I am now, to fully be able to comprehend the magnitude of the bullshit and lies that they have bestowed on us without our consent. It's as simple as that. You didn't give consent to any of this. And there can't be no contract between a living man or woman with a corporate entity. The police are just corporate police and just policy enforcers. You know, statute, maritime laws, black book law dictionary. So when you do the Act of 1666, Part C, right? You claim yourself back as a living man once and for all. You are all present and accounted for. That moves your status in their system from the dead to the living. And you so heartedly follow the common law, which is do no harm. Literally, that's it. You live by do no harm, treat all the way you want to be treated, and don't do to others that you don't want done to you, you'll never, ever have a problem in life. And remember, it's all about the energy. So what you put out is what you get back. So again, that goes hand in hand with saying, don't do to others that you don't want done to you. Now, I've pretty much explained everything, all the significant events, synchronicities, everything kind of just lines up for me anyways. Maybe it'll resonate with somebody else, but I definitely want to give everybody an insight on what is taking place, what I have done, what everything truly is. I mean, you look at the big dates, and that was February 21st of 1871. That's the amendment to the Constitution. July 15th, 1925 is the incorporation date from America to the corporate entity for Great Britain. And every single one of us that got that birth certificate fraud, because that's truly not your birth certificate because you're dead. That is your corporate entity establishment date. Your straw man. Your fictional character. And then you have March 23rd of 2001, when the barons and the rest of the lords, well, there's only the one that I see on there that says Lord, but either way, the rest of the barons used Article 61 of the 1215 Magna Carta to fully separate themselves from Parliament as the corruption was taking place within Parliament under Queen Elizabeth II. And they basically put themselves, yes, I know you're needy. She's needy. Kitty, you're needy. And they used that Article 61 of Magna Carta and fully separated themselves from Parliament and Queen Elizabeth II and stood under common law, because basically the department within Parliament there that was overseeing the sovereign part obviously all became corrupt. So they separated. That gives you your common law back, which coincides with your Article 61 of Magna Carta, your commonlawcourts.com. And then, of course, if you decide to do the Act of 1666, I mean, literally, they would like to make it harder, and hence why they brought out cryptocurrency, one, to traffic and launder money. But at the same time, when you go digitalized, it makes it that much harder for somebody to find their way through the illusion and lies and the correct documentation that you need and be able to exit this bullshit and fully claim back your true sovereignty, your God-given rights. It's not a fun path. Some of the others that have done it, and maybe it was easy for them. There was a lot of shadows to face. A lot of the fake fear, which is fear is just a choice. Danger is the only thing that's real. Just unsure of the fucking unknown. Uncertainty, uneasy, restlessness. But it all ends today. Feel those vibrations. Feel those goosebumps. I also did a lawful notice of my lawful rebellion to the local sheriff, which is Duplin County Sheriff's here in North Carolina, America. And within that was a copy of my common law passport, my original passport, which if you've seen the two, you could say one was in the dark and one was in the light. I don't even look the same. Common law ID, my lawful rebellion, Article 61 of Magna Carta, my Act of 1666, with the copies of the proving that I've already sent to the Supreme Court, the State Department, and let's see what else. Also gave them some friendly insight on the patent on the U.S. patent on coronavirus, U.S. patent on weather manipulation, the incorporation documents, 9 pages of America turning into the corporate. The first one that I noticed of crimes against humanity and genocide, February 26th of 2020 in the Superior Court of California. Excuse me. Frequency light upgrades, gotta love it. And at the same time, also gave, let's see, those two. I know I gave some more. All the stuff on your straw man, gave all of that to the sheriff. Basically everything that I could come across that would be pretty point fucking blank for him to comprehend. Clearly, they either do know and just are corrupt as fuck and you're putting them on blast, or they don't know and you're assisting them. Either way, you're standing within truth and you're anchoring this bullshit into the grids and the ley lines all the way around us. And you're pushing all of this into the collective consciousness that's also helping to dissolve and get rid of the illusions. And really, you just being your authentic self carries one of the highest vibrations there is. And standing in truth, you can't get much more higher energies and frequencies than that, besides white light. That's also a good technique if you can having issues with slowing your mind. Just repeat white light, white light, white light. Just keep repeating it. Pretty soon, that's all the hell you'll be able to think of, and that's all you'll be saying, and that will allow you to control your own thoughts, because thoughts are energy, And when you dwell on those thoughts and you feed them your energy, you manifest them into your reality without even knowing it. Hence the reason why they like to fearmonger. At the same time, you can also just say, I simply do not give consent to those lower vibrational frequency thoughts. Dissolve them. Whatever you would like to utilize to control our own minds, because really the true game of life here is all about control. Not allowing our mind to run wild and create scenarios that are not even fucking real to begin with. When we can do that, you beat the game here. You also counteract the dark energy. Yeah, spiritual war is real, regardless of anybody's fucking belief system. This isn't your typical, let me give you all the information about the lies and the legal jargon. This is also, more of a spiritual side of things, and that's just kind of what we all like to call ourselves, jack of all trades. Just happened to be in my path, my lessons and experiences when I needed to go through for the evolvement of my soul to get to where I am right now. And yeah, when you raise your vibrational frequency, you are time traveling. Understand and understand that we fractalized to come to the densities that we are at, essentially, yes, from the future, and incarnate into the lower densities that we are in. And everything strategically is a phase line with a sequence of events that are outside of our knowing or not knowing, subconsciously, consciously. And everything is in a sequence of events for you to reascend. And as we reascend, that is when we start to hit that shadow work. All the things and programs, the implants, all of the nonsense that we went through from the day that we were born or the day that you walked in that vessel. And as we ascend, yep, those 33 vertebrae, all of that fluid within, what is that word I'm looking for? Starts with an S, sacrum, I don't know, I can't even think about what it is that you release through there. I'm drawing a blank right now. But you start to come back online. We start to activate our DNA, which coincides with your chakras. And as you raise your vibration and you shift your consciousness to the fourth density, well, you've got 1 through 4 strands of DNA already on. Most 1 through 3. And as you shift your consciousness, you can see that other chakras are coming back online. And when you hit that 6th chakra, which is what we're all wanting right now, that shift, turn on that other chakra. That 1 through 6 strands of DNA and chakras are your earth seed DNA. When we hit 6, you can call it angelic, you can call it terrestrial, Christo Avatar says it well and has a damn good comprehension explanation for everybody based on where our consciousnesses are at for us to have the ability to comprehend the conversation and not have cognitive dissonance. Trust me, I see many of this stuff in 2020. And I didn't know my ass between a hole in the ground at that time. That was my cognitive dissonance. But the more you do the work, the more you go within, and I'm not saying you have to sit there and meditate. Not everybody does it. Not everybody is a sit type of meditation person. But yes, you can get extremely deep and you can start to unlock more things. Me, I like to walk and meditate, or I connect in water. That's just how it works for me. Everybody has their own different path individually. The expressions, as you come back up to the one again, and everybody taps back into the overall consciousness, Christ consciousness, Christos, Sophia, Christ with the K. When you hit those 6, your 7 through 12 automatically are online. Hello, Christos Avatar. Desiano kukuriasi ando kukuri. Tariano siriana kareariano kukurisiana. Tariano koreana e tariato to kurisi and the dibikatalariano. Yasariando kukurahi and the siria. Mariano kukureariano. Sly boy, basiriando ku. Toriaka na isi. Biano kukurazi inni bihituru inni bukutalalai. He says no touchy. He no touchy. Bakatatariantuku. That is our stray tomcat. Ex-tomcat. Because you can't piss everywhere. Basaya no kui, I love you too. Bisiano bukukukiriana. And when we have those strands of DNA all activated, shine that fucking light. Be the leader. Lead from the front. Be the fucking example. Pasarayundu tu kurindi siano kukurahiana. Be the light. Show the way through the darkness for everyone else to follow. And you can do this in many different ways. You don't have to take the path that I took. But my whole life, I fucking hated orders. I always wanted to do it my way, regardless of it being right or wrong. But it was my way, and it was right. Experiences and lessons may not have been the fucking best, though they served a purpose and gave me the experiences that I needed to be or to have to be able to convey the information, the wisdom, through mine, experience and lessons of life, and what I can give back to humanity. Now together, all of us are the example to show humanity what they can become. You've got all the tools within you. The God within you. The fractal of our Creator. That spark of light. Be that light warrior. Not everybody has to be a warrior. Not everybody signed up for that. But you're doing your part, and you're exactly where you need to be in this now moment, regardless of your own belief system and anybody else's. And what do you always say? Who gives a fuck about somebody else's opinion? Pardon my French again. Because opinions are just like assholes, and we all have them, right? Even my opinion doesn't matter. It's just a perspective. And my truth is my truth, and either it resonates with you or it don't. But that is your own free will choice to experience whatever you would like. And that's why I cast no judgment. That is your choice. That also is my family. The law of one. So for now, I'm going to leave this be. I'll post throughout the day, but I'll be honest. Unless they want to trespass, they ain't coming on this land. And under common law, this nation has castle law, stand your ground. And then they commit a crime. Know your rights. Love you.